Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this donut chart with a percentage in the middle in Google Sheets. So before I show you how to do this, I want to show you different examples of how I've used this same feature in many different templates. So this is a cleaning scheduling template. You can see that it helps track the progress of all of the tasks that have been checked down here. Here I have another template. This is a debt tracker template. And we're using the same type of donut chart to track our debt payment progress. Another very similar template, but instead of debt, we have savings. This is tracking our savings and sinking funds. This is a goal planner vision board template. In this example, we're using it to track the percentage of steps that have been completed versus not completed. By the way, all the templates that I just showed you, I have tutorials creating them from scratch. So if you want to learn how to create any of them, check out my tutorial checklist for Google Sheets template. Okay, so let's start with creating a simple table checklist. We'll create it right here. So this is going to be the checkbox for the table, a simple task table. And this is going to be where the task is going to go. So this is going to be the header area. So let's just add some quick borders so it's easier to see what we're doing. The header is going to go here. Make this wider. This is where the chart's going to go, so let's make that wider as well. So this is good, and add its own border around it, and then here would be for the task. So let's add some external borders and internal borders. Okay, I'm just going to resize this so it looks a little bit better. Okay, so here is our table area. Just removing the grid lines so it's easier to see. So let's add some checkboxes here. Select the entire range, insert, checkbox. And here is where our task is going to go. All right, so we have our checkbox and we have our task here. Our header is daily task tracker. Add a little bit of color just so it looks a little better. All right, and just clean this place up a little bit. All right, so here is what it looks like. Very simple, right? And now we want to create a progress bar. So every time we check this off, it grows. And we also want a percentage to show up here. For Google Sheets, there isn't a way to do it all in one step. You have to do both of them separately and layer them together. So the first layer is going to be the percent and the chart goes above it. And what we need to calculate here is the percentage of checkboxes. Right, so here's a formula to do it. It's looking through the range, and if the box is checked, it counts it and divides it by the total number of checkboxes. So pretty straightforward formula. So when we hit enter, it says 1, which is correct because we have 100% of the boxes checked. If I uncheck 6 boxes now, which is 0.5 or 50%. So now that we have the formula working, let's change it to a percentage. So click on percent, and you can adjust the number of decimal places by clicking on decrease or increase decimal places. I'm removing both decimal places, so it's a whole number, and resize it. So let's do 24, maybe make it bold. All right, so we have 50% and we already tested it and we know it works fine. But the next thing is to add the second layer, which is the donut chart. We're going to be using the data from column G as well. Select that entire range, go to insert charts. It's going to automatically select the chart type that works best. And in this case, it's selecting the pie chart, which is actually fine because in Google Sheets, we have pie chart and we have the donut chart, but the pie chart can be converted to a donut chart. So this is actually fine. So what we're going to do is remove all of the excess stuff we don't need. All right, so I just deleted the header and then I'm going to go to customize and remove the background color and the border color. So the next area would be pie charts. And here's where we're going to change it from a pie chart to a donut chart. So if we select this drop down, you have several different options. You can go from 25%, 50%, 75%. You can even go further than that. What I like to do is anywhere from 80 to 90% because I like that thinner minimalistic look. So I'm going to go with 85% here and click enter. And let's pull it in here like so. The next thing we're going to do is remove the legend. So to do this, click on legend and it says auto. Click on auto, none, and here's what it looks like. So just readjust it to make sure it fits in perfectly. So now you can see that 83% here should be the same percentage here. The last step is to change the colors because I do want to create the effect of a progress chart filling in. To do this, double click again to change the color. So this is going to be the main color. This is the one that's going to be showing progress to 100%. I'm going to apply a regular color to it. So let's say this green color, for example, that's fine. And then for this one, I want it to be a lighter color. So you can choose a lighter version of this color, or you can use a gray color. So I'm choosing this light gray too. And then here's what that looks like. So you have the effect of this filling in as we continue to click checkboxes until we get to 100. All right, so to test it out fully, now everything is unchecked. Let's see how it works. So just go from task 1, task 5, at task 6, it should be 50%, which is correct. All right, task 9, 75%, and you can see that this is 3/4 of the charts. 10, 11, 12, and we are at 100% and it's completely filled out. All right, so that's all I have for this quick tutorial. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, give me a like. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.